Let's do it now.
Let us do it now! No! No!
That's Perry Johnson. He's the most interesting person running for president, and everyone needs to know about him. Currently, he isn't garnering significant support in polls, and his candidacy appears to be the longest of long shots. So who is he and what's he doing?
I am pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, anti-woke, pro-freedom. Never again will a minor have transition therapy. I'm basically Trump without the baggage.
Johnson amassed his fortune by specializing in efficiency and quality improvement. He wrote the book ISO 9000, Meeting the International Standard, published by McGraw-Hill, which is a guide to a well-known set of quality and efficiency benchmarks for businesses.
Perry Johnson literally wrote the book, introducing ISO 9000 quality standards to the American automobile industry.
Perfection.
When your car door closes just right, thank Perry Johnson.
Although Johnson takes full credit for the quality of the American auto industry in his ad, an investigative report by nonprofit news outlet Bridge, Michigan, asserts that his company's level of quality, which he now boasts about, wasn't at all present early on because of a conflict of interest. Bridge, Michigan notes, he created one company that taught businesses how to pass certification audits and another that actually conducted those audits, an arrangement which led to at least one industry suspension for violating conflict of interest rules. Johnson's companies have denied any wrongdoing. One of his companies also reportedly exploited cheap prison labor for telemarketing calls, but it has since stopped that practice. And then, instead of retiring to a mansion, saying goodbye to society, and using his funds to buy the cryogenic chamber from Austin Powers, he decided to run for governor of Michigan in 2022. But his bid didn't last long. He was ousted from the ballot after gathering roughly 9,400 fraudulent signatures.
They kicked me off the ballot. They kicked me off the ballot.
But that wouldn't be the end of Johnson. Oh no. In early 2023, Johnson filed paperwork to run for president. He kicked off his campaign with a $192,000 Super Bowl ad that ran in Iowa. And I promise you, nothing can prepare you for what you're about to see.
Our fat, bloated government is choking us with inflation. Milk, eggs, heat, unaffordable.
Just pay the government more.
That's not the solution. That's the problem.
Yes, Johnson spent nearly $200,000 on GoldenEye 64 graphics, only to pull around 0%.
This is nutty. Frankly, I think it's kind of nuts. I think that may be the nuttiest thing I've ever heard. Nuts.
But even wilder than that, Johnson has launched a reality TV series documenting his life on the campaign trail, where he's used money in even stranger ways.
Oh, hey, buddy. What movie do you want to watch?
You're going to love it. My favorite show. Perry Johnson in prime time.
Sounds great.
Johnson has also used his funds to book a celebrity on Cameo, who he seemingly begged for an endorsement.
I'm not going to get political here, but what I will say is I've seen Perry Johnson's show.
Ah, yes. Nothing screams "I've seen your show" more than paying someone on Cameo to say they've seen your show. While Johnson has thrown money to a celeb on Cameo in exchange for the saddest endorsement imaginable, and spent money on an Obama impersonator, he wants you to trust him with the economy, which happens to be the centerpiece of his campaign.
My plan is to freeze the budget and cut 2 cents of every dollar on discretionary spending. In addition, I will incentivize department to reduce their spending because instead of spending it, they're going to make sure they cut the budget by 2%. In fact, they're going to get a bonus if they achieve just that.
However, it's highly unlikely that Johnson will have the opportunity to put this model into practice, or any of the other things he wants to do, like abolish the FBI and the Department of Education. Similar to his gubernatorial run, Johnson's presidential campaign has struggled to gain the traction he envisioned.
I was kind of shocked by how few people were actually there.
He failed to meet the qualification criteria for the initial debate in August, claiming that the RNC and Fox News colluded against him. But that's okay, at least the MyPillow guy definitely recognized him.
Hey, Mike. How we doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Well, I met you actually. I sat next to you when we went to Joe Mears. You came, you had dinner. It was in Michigan. I was running for governor.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing Johnson has a MyPillow because he didn't qualify for the second debate, and he's going to need something to scream into. It was a fun ride, Perry.
So it was great, and I do have your pillows. And then you recommended that I try your sheets.
Right on. Remember? That works, huh?
Okay.
All right.
You take care.